Hi, I'm JJ. Welcome to Cooking with JJ. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to be making one of my favorite, super easy meals, very healthy, fish in a pouch. One meal, one pouch, everything that you need, okay? So I'm going to talk about what we're going to need for ingredients, all right? Any kind of vegetables or potatoes that you like. I got some nice tricolored potatoes here and I just cut them in half. You could also just slice a normal potato. I'm going to use asparagus, but you could also use squash. You could use any kind of veggie that you like. I've got some cherry tomatoes, some herbs, just a mixed blend, but if you like rosemary or thyme or dill, any kind of herbs that you like. I'm going to add a little bit of chopped shallot or onion or garlic. You'll need a lemon, which I'll show you in a bit. Salt, pepper, a little olive oil, and of course, you can't have fish in a pouch without fish. So you could use any kind of fish that you want. Some people love halibut, some people love salmon. Those are great. Those are also expensive. I'm cheap. I like cod. All right, so about half the price of salmon or halibut, but the same amount of nutrients, same amount of protein. So whatever kind of fish you like, but today we're gonna be using cod. And then you're gonna need some simple parchment paper from your local grocery store, all right? So to get started, I already cut out a couple of pieces of our parchment paper. Now I'm gonna use this part here to assemble my meal, all right? Leave this part alone. But we'll start by taking a little bit of olive oil, or you could even use a little bit of olive oil spray. And I'm just gonna coat the edges. Well, I'll explain why in a little bit. But I'm gonna make sure that my edges are nice and moist with a little bit of oil. Create a nice wet and yummy cooking surface here. I've made my little cooking surface here. I'm just gonna layer my veggies first. So put some potatoes down. We'll make a nice little bed for our fish. I'm gonna add my asparagus. I'm gonna add my chopped shallot. I love cooking with shallot. It's just an onion that's like super duper flavorful. So if you've never cooked with shallot, definitely give it a try. When you're thinking about cooking and getting the most amount of nutrients into your body from your food, you want to eat as many colors as possible. Now it's time to give the fish a home. So I'm going to take my nice, cheap, but yummy cod and place it there. Run away, asparagus. And then I'm going to slice my lemon into do a couple of slices. And I'm going to layer that on top. And a little bit of black pepper. Okay, so now's the hard part. We're gonna turn this into a cute little pouch. We're gonna make a cute little home for this guy. So you're gonna just fold it over. This used to be super intimidating to me. Now, not so much. So I folded the paper over and I'm going to make a little triangle at the edge, fold that over, make another triangle at the edge, fold that over, and I'm just constantly making little folds, like little triangle folds, and pressing down and creasing it to make sure that all the veggies, all the juice from the lemon, all of the olive oil stays in. Now I used to get super duper intimidated. This is actually called some fancy French term like poisson en chute. I don't know. I'm not great at French. And I used to watch all of these like really, really amazing French chefs make their little bags perfect. And they would always say like, you've got to make sure that this last little fold is super tight so that all your fish stuff doesn't come out. And I thought, well, I'm not good at origami, so I just put a little staple in it, and there you go. So, as you can see, there's our beautiful fish in a pouch. All right, so I've got my 2 fish in a beautiful pouch. I've got my oven preheated on bake to 425. I'm just gonna slide both in at the same time for 25 to 30 minutes. So it's been 25 minutes. So I'm gonna, oh, you guys smell so good. The whole kitchen smells like those delicious herbs. And look at that, it's bubbling, it's beautiful. Close the oven, and if you're like me, you need a reminder to turn the oven off. All right, so obviously these guys are super duper hot, but I'm gonna show you how you just slip these guys onto your plate. And depending on how fancy you wanna be, sometimes I like to pretend to be fancy. So I'm gonna take my scissors, and you can just serve it like this and let your guest or whoever you're serving have the paper on their plate, or you can cut just like that. Oh, look at that steam. Look how beautiful that is, that steamed fish. And then you can just carefully slide it all out onto a plate. Beautiful. Like that. And make it nice and pretty, but as promised, you have a delicious, nutritious, a whole meal. I hope you enjoy. Just be sure that you put lots of colors into your pouch so that you get the most amount of nutrients you can in your meal. Pick your favorite fish, pick your favorite herbs. You can't screw it up, I promise. If I can do it, you can do it. So this has been Cooking with JJ. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.